The return of manhood, you feel it in the air. No simp moves here, nah, move with flair. Her debit card works too, so don't get it twisted. Deal with women strictly on the terms enlisted. Keep it simple, boy, learn the truth. The weak play games, but the strong bring proof. She can't shake a man who owns his terms. Returning to fire and the world gon' burn. Tagging 20, you know the name. Dropping lessons on a name, playing the same. No pedestal, nah, don't elevate low. A queen only follows when the king says go. Too many masked up trying to impress. Losing themselves, caught up in the stress. Be the man, don't fall for the crowd. Speak your truth, strong will, stand proud. She earns a spot, but a king never bends for a second thought. No validation needed, power on reserve. Rule your world, let her match your nerve. Yeah, manhood restored, the king's in the game. Cags acting 20, remember the name. Strictly on your terms, you know what to do. Her debit card works, but the throne's on you.
You can't handle the truth.
All right, here we go, ladies and gents. Let me go ahead and plug this joint right quick. OG exposes what most men are too afraid to do. OG exposes what most men are too afraid to do. So I'm going to play this little clip. Now, for those of you who caught the Wednesday joint with myself, Steve the Dean, and the homie 1950, we did use this clip, so some of you may recognize the individual right here in this clip, but we're going to go ahead and discuss what the homie is talking about. Again, OG exposes what most men are afraid to do. Let me just say this. No matter what your tax bracket is, for all you men, it doesn't matter what your tax bracket is. I don't care if you're making $50,000 a year, $250,000 a year. I don't care if you are a millionaire. It doesn't matter what your earning power is. You can cultivate the type of dating experience or dating life you want. You can cultivate the type of relationships with women that you want. You can have it your way. And let me just say this about having it your way. When I talk about dealing with women strictly on your terms, I'm not talking about a guy who is an abuser of women. I'm not talking about a guy who's a liar, a deceiver, a con artist, a manipulator. I'm not talking about those guys. When I talk about dealing with women strictly on your terms, I'm talking about solid men, stand-up individuals, right? I'm not out to get over on a woman, right? I'm not out to deceive or manipulate or mislead a woman, right? So when I talk about dealing with women strictly on my terms, I'm talking from a place of just being an authentic stand-up individual who's a solid man. Like, you know, I'll tell any chick, look, I'm not trying to be malicious. I'm not trying to fuck you over. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is with me, and either you're going to fuck with it or not. And what guys have to understand, again, it doesn't matter what you make a year or how much you're worth or any of that shit. What it boils down to, are you the type of man that a woman can respect? And a woman's respect for a man has nothing to do with what he does for her financially or how much money he makes, right? We know for a fact that there are individuals who are wealthy who get dogged out by women. So that should tell you that money is not a factor when it comes to whether or not a woman is going to respect you, right? So we're going to go ahead and get into this, and we're going to break this bullshit down. Let's go.
Instagram is not good for
a relationship, especially if you on some fake ass monogamy shit, because it's too many bad bitches. And you can have a bad bitch, but you always gonna see a bitch better than your bitch. And you
So he was talking about Instagram, right? So evidently he's talking about Instagram models, right? And he's just talking about the whole Instagram joint it's not really a good look for individuals, men, right? It's not really a good look for them because they be on some fake ass monogamy shit. And I've been talking about this, right? I've been telling you guys that monogamy is an illusion and that sexual exclusivity is an illusion. Now, I am not saying that you guys should not get into monogamous relationships. I am not telling you not to be sexually exclusive with women, right? Monogamy has its place in our society. Monogamy works for some people. What I am telling you is that all of this shit is an illusion. All of it. Again, monogamy is an illusion. I don't care what the Bible says, right? Sexual exclusivity is an illusion. And here's the reality of it for both men and women. Many people, I would say most people right now, as I'm speaking, are in fake monogamy oriented relationships. Real quick before I get back into the clip. Probably about a month or two ago, there was a guy who called in to one of our live shows. I don't recall what show it was or what podcast it was, but he called in and he was talking about this dysfunctional relationship he was in. And he was talking about how when he first got into the relationship with the woman he was with, that she pretty much requested that the relationship be monogamous. She pretty much obligated the man to be sexually exclusive with her, although that's not what he wanted, right? See, he wanted to have the woman. He wanted to be with the woman, but he didn't want to be sexually exclusive. He wanted to still deal with other women, right? So because he was too much of a coward, which most guys are, because he was too much of a coward to just tell the woman straight up, look, if you want me to be your man, I'll be your man. But understand, you're sharing me, right? He was too much of a coward to say that he's going to entertain other women. So what he did was he pretended to go along with her request to be in a monogamous, sexually exclusive relationship, only for him to find out later on that she was cheating. Now, I want guys to wrap your mind around that. You have a woman who is telling you, I want to be in a relationship with you, but I want us to be monogamous. I want us to be sexually exclusive. And because you want that woman so bad, because you believe I can't have her on my terms. My terms would be to deal with other women and still have her as my woman. But because I can't have her on my terms, I'll submit to her. Because that's what that is. For all you guys getting into these fake ass monogamous relationships where you are obligated to only deal with her, although you don't want to only deal with her, a lot of you guys will agree to get into this facade, to get into this illusion, because you feel like that's the only way I can have her the way I want her is to deal with her on her terms and to submit to her program. So he did that. He tucked his tail like many of you do. He compromised his manhood like many of you do. And he got into this fake ass monogamy relationship, a monogamous relationship, only to find out later that she was cheating. So then he starts cheating. So they keep having this back and forth where they're cheating on each other and the other one is finding out about it, only for her to come out, months later, a year later, 2 years, or however long it was. And then she tells him, you know what, since we're doing all of this cheating on each other, why don't we just open up the relationship and have an open relationship? So then he agrees to that. Okay, cool. And for whatever reason, he think he winning. I'm like, bro, every step of the way, you let this woman call the shots. You let her dictate to you what you was going to do with your dick, right? And that's the problem that I have with a lot of this monogamy shit, is that y'all are allowing women to dictate to y'all what y'all going to do with y'all dick. Okay, I don't play that shit, right? Again, monogamy has this place in our society, right? But if you're going to be monogamous or sexually exclusive, then do that. Be a man of your word. If you tell that woman, baby girl, it's only you, nobody else, be a man of your word. Now, at some point down the line, if you feel like this monogamous shit ain't for me, then be man enough to tell the woman, look, we can stay together, but I'm going to be entertaining other women. Most men, they don't have enough nuts, okay? Their balls aren't big enough to tell a woman to her face, that's exactly what the fuck is going to happen. Right, so let's go ahead and let the homie speak.
You gonna wanna fuck that hoe. And if you ain't a real enough nigga to tell a bitch, man, I'm gonna fuck bitches, man, I'm gonna fuck bitches. That's what the fuck it is. And the athlete niggas is the dumb athletes entertain. You the dumbest, stupidest, bitch ass niggas I ever met in my life. Wow. How you got all this motherfucking money and you gonna sit here and lie to this hoe? This bitch needs you. You ain't got a lot of this hoe. See, a bitch only.
So let's talk about that, right? Because in this YouTube space, you know, the term high value man, you know, was popularized. Now, the term high value man, it predates, or it existed long before Kevin Samuels. But Kevin Samuels, he popularized the most known definition of what it means to be a high value man. And what you see all over the internet is guys saying, oh, if you are a man of means, you should be allowed to cheat, right? You should be able to cheat in peace. And my thing is, for a man to even allow those words to leave his lips, where he's talking about you should be allowed to cheat, or you should be able to cheat in peace if you're paying all of the bills, like the homie is saying, bitch ass nigga, why you gotta cheat? Just tell the woman. Just tell the woman straight up, look, if you want to be with me, I need you to understand the terms and conditions. And part of that is this: you're sharing me. You're always going to share me. You will never have me to yourself, right? What the problem is? What the problem? I know I'm speaking Ebonics. What the problem is with that? How come dudes are too cowardly to just tell women that shit? Do you know what kind of peaceful life you can lead or live? Niggas talking about, oh, I want to cheat in peace. Bro, if you just tell the chick what it is, you don't got to cheat in peace. You can entertain other women in peace, and she know you're doing it, and she's still there with you. But I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why guys are scared to tell women the truth. Right? One, you're afraid you can't have her the way you want her. You are afraid she won't go for it. And here's the thing. When we talk about dealing with women strictly on your terms, if she won't go for it, that means she's not willing to deal with you on your terms. If she's not willing to deal with you on your terms, that means you guys are actually incompatible. You're not compatible, right? The majority of motherfuckers in relationships right now, you're not compatible with your significant other. You think you are because you guys are together, but you got all these people in these fake ass monogamous relationships, everybody living a lie. Either the woman is cheating and the guy don't know it, the guy cheating and a woman don't know it, or both motherfuckers is cheating and neither one of them know it. Everybody living a lie. I refuse to live a lie behind a woman. I'm not living a lie. I'm going to tell you the truth. And I'm going to have joy, happiness, peace, and tranquility and peace of mind in my life, right? If Shorty calls me at 11 o'clock at night, if she want to come by so I can beat it up, and I don't answer my phone, and I don't hit her back until the next day, she's probably going to assume there's a good chance Carrie was with another woman. She may or may not be right. But I need for her to feel that. I need for her to understand there's going to be some times when I'm out of pocket, right? When I can't be gotten in touch with because I'm doing some other shit. I could be at home by myself. I could be kicking it with my fellas. I could be spending time with my children, or I could be entertaining another woman. But either way, she gonna know if I can't reach Carrie, if Carrie's unavailable, there's a good chance he's with another female. And if she want to fuck with me, she got to deal with it. But let's get back to what he said. He said these athletes are the dumbest niggas. How you got all of that money and you lying to the woman? See, this is why when guys talk about money and status, okay, cool. So this is what you lame niggas is doing. You're using your money to get the woman, and then you're lying to the woman to keep her. How weak is that? You have to use deception and lies in your money to secure a woman and to maintain access to that woman. You got to pay all of the bills and you got to lie to her. Okay, and I'm going to tell you another reason guys lie. See, another reason guys lie, and this ain't talked about enough, is they feel like in some cases, if I tell her the truth and she's with it, she's going to want to fuck other guys. So I have to pretend she is the only woman I'm fucking with, so I'll be the only guy she's fucking with. Come on, man. We got to tell the truth and shame the devil. And let me just say this real quick. A lot of guys think that having money or a certain status gives them leverage, right? Women don't submit to money. Women submit to the man. They don't submit to money. Now, what you can do with your money is you can purchase cooperation. That's what you're, doing, is you're purchasing cooperation, but you can't purchase submission. You can't purchase deference, a woman humbly submitting to you and respecting you. You can't purchase these things. These are the things that women want to bestow upon you because in their eyes, you're that guy. They see the value in fucking with you, even if they know they're sharing you. The value that they see in fucking with you is so immense, they're like, you know what? I can have this guy that got money over here. He's willing to pay for everything and provide for me and all of that. And he's the type of guy that might not cheat. But he's a hoe nigga. He's a bitch ass nigga. He's the type of nigga that I'll be settling for. But that guy who's my first choice, that guy that I adore so much, that guy that I admire so much, hell, that guy that I'm head over heels in love with, I want him. And I understand that in order to have him, I have to share him. I would rather share him with other women than to have this bitch ass nigga to myself. And there are women out here who are making those types of business decisions. And they cool with it. Just be a man and tell women the truth. Even if women feel some type of way, and he gonna speak to that, even if women feel some type of way, as long as you straight up with them and you ain't on no bullshit, they'll get past it in due time. They'll get used to it and they'll deal with it. Let's let the homie cook.
Call you a fuck nigga cause you lied. You told her this, but you done this, bitch ass nigga. You said you wasn't fucking bitches. I tell a bitch I'm gonna fuck bitches. And when a bitch see me fuck bitches, a bitch be mad for a little bit, but guess what she say? Man, you kept it real. You told me you gonna fuck bitches. You ain't lie about it.
There you have it. So women are gonna feel, look, let me tell y'all something. I need you guys to understand. When we talk about managing the woman, because even if you're dealing with just one woman, you still have to manage that situation, right? So if you're dealing with multiple women, you have to manage all of those women and you have to mitigate their emotions. And if you don't know what mitigate means, it means to make less severe, right? Let me help you out, right? So probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, there was a guy who called in to one of our live streams. And again, I don't recall which one. But he called in and he said, yeah, me and my girl, we have an understanding that I'm going to be dealing with other women, right? So then he proceeds to tell us one particular evening, he's at home with his woman. You know, I don't know if they're watching a movie together, but they're at home chilling. And he gets a text from another woman that he didn't anticipate hearing from. So as soon as he got this text and Shorty wanted to kick it, he immediately jumped up and told his girl, look, I'm about to be out. I'm about to go fuck this chick real quick. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's not the move. That's sloppy. You don't do that. Right? So when I talk about mitigate, meaning to make less severe, women are going to get into their feelings from time to time. Okay, when it comes to you dealing with other women, even if they're cool with it, right? From time to time, they're going to get into their feelings. They might experience bouts of insecurity. They might experience bouts of jealousy. They might even be territorial a little bit here and there. But when you know how to lead a woman and you know how to manage that situation and you know how to mitigate her emotions, you understand she's gonna feel some type of way every now and again. But when you're real with women, it never leads to an argument. It never leads to any drama. It just leads to, you know, your woman, you can tell, you know what I'm saying, she's wearing, you know what I'm saying, her feelings on her face. She feels some type of way, right? But one thing you never do is when you're with your woman and you're spending time with your woman, you never jump up at the last minute to go fuck a new chick. No, you got to plan that shit out. So if you're at home with your chick, even if you didn't have solid plans, but if you're at home with your woman and y'all are cuddled up on the couch watching a movie and the chick hits you up and it wasn't pre-planned, she got to wait. You're with your girl right now. No matter how attractive that new woman is, nigga, you with your woman right now. She got to wait. So if she texts you, you know what I'm saying, you text her back, not tonight. I'll hit you up in the morning. And then you set up a time and a place for y'all to make it happen. But you always take care of home base first, right? And that's the thing you got to understand about dealing with women. And you got a woman who's your main chick or she's your girl, wife, fiance, or whatever it is like that, right? Especially if you guys are cohabitating or living together, you take care of home base first. You make sure your woman is solid first. Then you go deal with the other women. And even if she feels some type of way every now and again, she will appreciate you for it. And she won't bring drama to you. But you got niggas lying to women, right? A woman can't get mad at you when you told her the truth out the gate. This is why if you're going to be dealing with other women, when you very first meet women, they should understand what the assignment is. If you fucking with me, you're sharing me. 3 months from now, if you're still fucking with me, you're still sharing me. 6 months from now, if you're still fucking with me, you're sharing me. A year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. If we end up cohabitating, having children together, getting married, or whatever it is, guess what? You're still sharing me. It's always going to be that way. Let women know that out the gate so they know what they're signing up for. If a woman willfully, right, of her own volition, free will, if she signs up for it and you let her know out the gate, look, I'm going to end it with this. Always set a woman's expectations as to how it's going to be if she's going to be a part of your life. Give her the option to yay or nay it. Give her the option to say she's about it or she's not. But you tender dick niggas be so captivated by a bitch's beauty and her booty and the sex, you're like, man, I got to have her at all costs. If I got to lie to her to keep her in pocket, fuck it, I'll do that. No, that ain't the move. Now you creating drama for yourself. You and your chick arguing. You know what I'm saying? Your relationship turned into just a fucking toxic wasteland of bullshit. All because you ain't man enough to man up and just let women know what it is. OG exposes what most men are too afraid to do. I mean, OG exposes what most men are too afraid to do. Keep it real with women. Stop lying to these women. And I don't want to hear you bitch niggas talk about, well, women lie to us. No, they lie to you bitch niggas because you don't know how to run shit. You don't know how to conduct yourself as a man. You don't know how to run a tight ship. Right? And I said this before. If you're coming out the gate being manipulative, being deceitful, purposefully and consciously misleading women, You open yourself up to get played. And y'all think women are dumb. Y'all don't think women know what you goofy niggas is doing? Just because women ain't calling you out for it, don't mean they don't notice it. And now you got drama. Because you're afraid of a woman. That's the only reason why you lie to these women. And I don't want to hear that bullshit. Well, I'm trying to protect her feelings. No, nigga, you afraid of that woman. You're either afraid she won't want to be with you, or you're afraid you can't keep her in your life, or you are afraid she's going to exercise her options when you tell her you're going to exercise yours. You niggas is cowards. I'm out.